What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning El Jefe himself, the king of the ldbc, Dante's Boxing Nation. They are the most hard-headed group of people that I've ever met. They refuse to admit the obvious. I think at this point that they are convincing themselves that Tyson Fury cheated. However, the Nevada State Athletic Commission has replied to one of those quote-unquote fans, as they say. Tyson Fury revealed a video, Dante's Boxing Nation made a video revealing that Nsac, right, Nevada State Athletic Commission, has replied to one of these fans and said there is no wrongdoing, and let me read it to you. They said, "Thank you for the recent inquiry to the Nevada State Athletic Commission in regards to the Wilder versus Fury 2 event on February 22nd, 2020. As a regulatory body, the commission administers the state laws and regulations governing unarmed combat for the protection of the public and to ensure the health and safety of the contestants. Okay, in the performance of those duties, no irregularities and deviations of the statutes of regulations governing unarmed combat pre-event, during the event, or post-event on February 22nd, 2020 have been found." Okay. Now, this is what the Nevada State Athletic Commission has went in because so many people kept pissing. So many people kept moaning. So many people kept crying. People kept complaining. And they were trying to make this movement as though Deontay Wilder was in a fight that he was cheated severely, and there were so many fouls that the Nevada State Athletic Commission should do something about it because of fouls. And their argument is the way Tyson Fury hit him with the left hook. We've already know what that can result as, okay? They're saying he had some red stuff around his knuckle, okay? Yeah, it's called blood, okay? It wasn't like Antonio Margarito when it had a big-ass crack across the gauche. There was nothing irregular about that. There was nothing irregular about the glove. There was nothing irregular about the wraps. And so, let's counterpunch that right now. If there was something wrong with those gloves, or the way they were wrapped with the tape gauche, if there was something wrong with that, that is solely the responsibility of the defending team's training corner. Okay, that's up to Mark Breland or JD's or anybody that was there. Whoever was the representative coach was there to see how Tyson Fury wrapped his hands, because they are there present to see that goes, or to see that take place, period. So for someone to make some shit up over that is just stupid at this point. Even Nsac has said, hey, enough is enough. You guys, thank you for the interest. There's no irregulations, none of that. Irregularities, none of that was found in that fight. So please stop. You know what I mean? Now, they're going as far as, well, they're saying that the way that Deontay Wilder was filed in that fight, it would be one of those situations where they have a Class A lawsuit on their hands because Tyson Fury was filing Deontay Wilder so extreme because he was opening his hand and punching. Okay, if you're going to do that in this fight, you got to do that about every other fight that people do that. Adrian Broner, Muhammad Ali, Larry Holmes, they all do the same shit, okay? They wing punches off because their hand speed is faster than for them to clinch. And a lot of times, so they wouldn't lose speed, okay, they throw that punch out there because, their hand speed is so fast, like Tyson Fury is a fast fighter, that they don't have full time to extend a punch. It's just like reaching out and touching somebody. So basically, Deontay Wilder was slapped. His ass was slapped to death like a pimp. He got pimp slapped, right? I call it a punch slap, but that's exactly what it is. But he's not the only one to do it. He's not the first, and he sure the hell won't be the last. Okay? Now, if we want to talk about fouls, where the fuck were you guys at when your buddy, or but he ain't your buddy, I guess, Luis Ortiz was getting hammered over the fucking head with rights and lefts, but mostly his right, the most hardest punch that he has in his arsenal, damn near the only punch that Wilder has in his arsenal. Where are you motherfuckers at then? Where was this injustice coming from you guys? Luis Ortiz is black, right? So let's stop that. Oh, he's Cuban, so that doesn't count. Oh, but that's right. It was Deontay Wilder, though, that was doing the violence, so it's okay. It's cool. He's done that in a gang of punches. He hit Tyson Fury over the head with the knockdown in the ninth. Okay? And then you want to talk about excessive. That really wasn't excessive to the point that the referee had to come to aid. Listen, Kenny Bayless is one of the most experienced referees we have. Now, is he all the way straight up the middle? No, not much. I don't think so. But if he took a point from anybody, who was that point taken from? Tyson Fury. So if anything, he was there for Deontay Wilder. So if you think, dickheads, if he was that person that took a point from Tyson Fury, and he was that person that was set in that fight to protect Deontay Wilder, why don't you think he would have said something about that, right? He would have mentioned that. That would have been one of the first things. He did everything else. He took a point from Tyson Fury. Why? He took a point from him because he had him in the arm lock. He had him in the headlock. Sorry. He had him in the headlock, and he was laying on him, right? And out of nowhere, Kenny Bayless took a point away, right? And he did that to even up the score. He did that because he knew, I got to keep Wilder in this fight. I got to keep the champion, the WBC champion, at a winning chance. So if it does go to the scorecard some kind of miraculous way, okay, the point deducted, maybe he'll find another way or another time to deduct points. Because Tyson Fury was doing the same shit. He was punching, jabbing, hooking, getting, taking it to Deontay Wilder and get him in that same headlock. So yeah, he could have took a point, and I think that's what he was there for. He was looking for certain things to do. Remember, he didn't throw in the towel, even though he said he was, but how do we really believe that? Because he didn't do it. He just probably said it to say, oh, well, I would have done it. You know what I mean? Because of how the condition of Deontay Wilder, okay? Because Deontay Wilder was not in good condition, okay? So he probably said that to save face, so he, it wouldn't he wouldn't get the backlash on that. You know what I mean? Because he was the third person in the ring. But if that was the case, why do you think if Tyson Fury was, again, if he was filing excessively with that left hand, why do you think Kenny Bayless why do you think he didn't say nothing? Come on now, you guys act like you know so much about boxing, but you really just won't want to face the music. You want to believe any old fucking thing except something's right in front of your face. Deontay Wilder lost. He lost. It happens. He lost. He got his ass beat. He got outworked. And we found out he can't fight. That's what we found out. And you guys would rather sit there and make convince thousands of people to believe that it was Tyson Fury that was cheating to the point where he had something in his gloves. That's what they're insinuating. But they got to put allegedly behind it so they won't get the fucking ass sued for defamation of character. You see what I'm saying? They do that over there because they know a biggest boxing platform is Dante's Boxing Nation coming out with bullshit like that just because the guy that got beat had the same skin color you had. Y'all rolled with Deontay Wilder until the end, but for what reason? Now you guys really, and I'm not saying they should leave and stop supporting Wilder. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying let's call it how it is. Be real, okay? Quit making up this shit about Nevada. Nevada already counterpunched that shit. They already said nothing irregular was found. Nothing excessive. Okay? And then he wants to, well, he was getting fouled. You're reaching. Dante, you're reaching. I had a lot of respect for Dante because he was a guy that was always on the go. He was, he had a lot of subscribers, and he did have some controversial things that I did agree with. But in this situation, no, I don't. And now I'm getting to understand what that particular channel is about. And it's sad because you guys are painting narratives because you don't like who won. You don't like the skin color of that guy that won. That's all it really is. If that was Jarrell Miller and Deontay Wilder, and Jarrell Miller would have upset him, you guys wouldn't have been talking shit about his gloves. You wouldn't have brought it up. Well, no way, no how. You wouldn't even brought it. This wouldn't even be an issue if it was a black guy versus a black guy. I mean, an American black guy. Yeah. Right? And all the times Deontay Wilder has filed and his unorthodox and the way he throws punches and he slaps with punches, don't he? You guys don't say nothing about that. How come? See, stop that. You got to cut things straight up the middle. You got to call it how it is. Deontay Wilder is known for his notorious fouls because his punch placement sucks. Okay, and a lot of times, I don't even know if it's really intentional, but that's not the point. If he's fouling, he's fouling. A guy can hit someone low, he can get a point taken away. But it doesn't matter if it's intentional or not. He keeps doing it. It has to be addressed. And if he keeps doing it after it's addressed, points have to be deducted. So it don't matter if it's intentional or not. It doesn't matter if it's intentional at all. So again, these guys are reaching, they reaching so bad for shit because they don't want to accept the truth. You know what I mean? Or they're running out of material. They don't have shit to talk about from day to day. Our man got beat. What the fuck are we really going to talk about? Talk about how he can get his belts back. Talk about how he can pick himself back up. Talk about how he can get his ass off the #1 ranked redemption list on my list. Talk about that. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think about Dante's Boxing Nation's video, the Nevada State Athletic Commission's statement. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.